What's going on, YouTube world? My name is Ghiman Mckinney, or you can just call me Juice. Appreciate you guys for tuning into the channel today. Be sure to hit that like button right now. Smash that like button if you are rocking with me. Subscribe to the channel if you are new as well. Welcome to the family. I do post integrity sports videos weekly and almost every single day if I can. All right, look guys, I'm sorry. I have to address this. I had to make a video about this. I could not pass not making a video about this, okay? The Oklahoma City Thunder, I'm going to tell you right now, they are one of the worst and most disappointing franchises in history. Now, I might not say they're one of the worst franchises because they have had success over the past couple years. But as far as disappointment goes, I mean, you can't look any further. This organization is absolutely one of the most disappointing that I can ever remember. And prior in my lifetime, I mean, I know I'm 18 years old. I haven't seen sports 40, 50 years old, 50 years like some of these people out there, some of these elder people. But in my lifetime, Oklahoma City to me is the Oklahoma City Thunder are the most disappointing, underachieving franchise that I've seen, okay? I'm gonna tell you right now, if they were a Los Angeles team, if they were a New York team, heck, if they were a big market like Dallas, okay, they would be getting a whole lot more heat, okay? But because they're in Oklahoma City, you know, they feel like they can hide. They feel like people feel like they can just excoriate them from the disappointment that they have displayed in the NBA. It's just ridiculous. I mean, what organization do you know that's had Kevin Durant? Okay, the last 10 years or so, let's just say the last 10 years. You've had Kevin Durant. You've had Russell Westbrook. You've had James Harden. You have had Serge Ibaka. You've had Steven Adams. You've had Carmelo Anthony. You've had Paul George. And you've had Victor Oladipo. And you have zero hardware to show for it. All those players listed were either on the same team together or you've had them on the roster. That's ridiculous. That's terrible. I mean, people want to rip the Knicks for being inept and not winning titles. Why is this Oklahoma City team not winning titles? And look, I personally was an Oklahoma City fan. You know, I've been switching. I'm a Kevin Durant fan. I follow KD, so y'all can clown me in the comment section about that. But man, I mean, I was very disappointed that they did not keep James Harden, Russell Westbrook, and Kevin Durant together. Let's just start with this. So you had Kevin Durant, you had Russell Westbrook, you had James Harden all on the same team. You trade James Harden away. Let's look back at this trade. Let's look back at this magnificent trade that Sam Presti wanted all of us to believe would work. It didn't work. It was one of the worst trades of all time. Look, let's look back at the details for now because we have the details now. You know, James Harden gets traded for Jeremy Lamb, Kevin Martin, 2 first-round picks, and a second-rounder. And you know who those people turned into? You know who those draft picks turned into? Steven Adams was a decent player. Alex Abernese, 5 points per game for his entire career, shooting 38% from the field. Is that any good? No. And Mitch McGary, man, as much as I clown Michigan, man, this guy, what a bust he is. A first-round pick, didn't do absolutely anything, out the league in 2 years. I mean, that's just bad. James Harden is going to be a top 30 player of all time by the time he retires. If he gets a ring with Russell Westbrook, if he gets a ring in Houston, okay, he's easily probably going to be a top 20 player of all time. Easily. Look, maybe if he gets 2 or 3, we don't know. I don't believe that. James Harden is going to have an uproar battle. I think with Russell Westbrook, even though I do think it'll work. I understand Kawhi Leonard and LeBron James are in the West, but I'm getting a little bit off topic. Man, can I think of a more disappointing franchise than the Oklahoma City Thunder? Someone in the comment section, let me know who's a more disappointing franchise. I want to know. I want to know. The Buffalo Bills. I think the Buffalo Bills, the Philadelphia Eagles are the teams that come to mind for most disappointing recently because the Buffalo Bills went to 4 straight Super Bowls and lost all 4. But hey, at least they got the 4 straight, okay? This Oklahoma City clown of a franchise, man. Oh my God. You only got to 1 NBA Finals with all that talent. And look, I understand, you know, the players have to go out there and play. They have to go out there and perform. Obviously, you lost KD, but I want to get to the situation with Kevin Durant, okay? Look, you know, people forget. Look, I understand Kevin Durant. People want to call him a snake for leaving. It was a little bit of a sucker move. Okay, I totally get that. I understand Oklahoma City fans having frustration, but one of the reasons why Kevin Durant left was because this Oklahoma City organization, they failed to get hip to the new NBA. They were too busy trying to keep Nick Collison, okay, and Steven Adams, not Steven Adams at the time, Nick Collison and Serge Ibaka over James Harden. The game at that time was moving to 3-point shooting. It was moving to a guard and forward league. It's no longer big men. They chose Serge Ibaka over James Harden, the top 30 player of all time, probably when he's going to be said and done. Because they didn't want to play the luxury tax. I mean, look, Kevin Durant pretty much said, I'm going to go to the place, Golden State, that is hip to the new NBA. That's really what he did. Kevin Durant ultimately said, look, hey, I can't win with Russell Westbrook. I don't like the way this organization runs things. I don't like the way this offense is going. It's basically me and Russell Westbrook playing two on one. I mean, you got Steven Adams, you got Serge Ibaka in the paint, you got Nick Collison in the paint. I mean, this is not real offense. He went to the team that is totally hit with the new NBA, the analytics, the three-point shooting. Oklahoma City, while they had talent at times, they did not surround Russell Westbrook and Kevin Durant with enough shooters. They are just now starting to get hit to the three-point shot. Where was Oklahoma City doing that a couple years ago? Okay, look, back to the disappointing franchises. Like I said, right up there with the Buffalo Bills, who made 4 straight Super Bowls and didn't win any Super Bowls, okay? Right up there with the Philadelphia Eagles, who went to 5 straight NFC Championship games. They did make a Super Bowl, though, but they got 0 rings to show for it, man. And look, honestly, I'm going to tell you right now, none of those teams had the talent you had. You had Kevin Durant, a top 20 player of all time, easily right now. And if he wins a title in Brooklyn, guess what? He's going to be in the top 10 players of all time. At least right outside that. Kevin Durant, all-time great player, second best player of his generation behind LeBron James, okay? Man, you want to put Kobe up there, fine, but look, I'm talking about the 2010. So at least when he played, Kevin Durant religiously has either been the first or second best player in his prime, okay? Russell Westbrook, triple-double machine. I mean, you had Russell Westbrook average a triple-double 3 straight seasons. You can't even get past the first round. Couldn't get past the first round. You had, okay, look, Russell Westbrook is going to be a top 30, 40, 50 player of all time. You don't have him anymore on the team. You had James Harden. James Harden is one of the best scorers of all time. Like I said, if he wins a ring, he's going to go down as an all-time great. Carmelo Anthony. Carmelo Anthony's a Hall of Famer. The guy's one of the best scorers, natural scorers of all time. Paul George. He's probably going to make the Hall of Fame if he continues to do what he did in Oklahoma City. So you're telling me that you had Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, James Harden. You didn't keep them because you were worried about luxury taxes, okay? That's bad, okay? Then you reboot. You get Russell Westbrook and Kevin Durant still on the same team. Can't win a championship, okay? And then on top of that, you reboot after losing KD. You get Paul George and Carmelo Anthony, and you get bounced by Donovan Mitchell in the first round of the playoffs. Oh my God! Now, like I said, if this was an LA media team, this team would be getting ripped to shreds. Sam Presti, hey Sam Presti, how them draft picks looking? Danny Ainge, how them draft picks looking? Draft picks don't work anymore. I mean, you're obviously rebuilding. You got pretty much what 15 first-round picks through 2020 to 2026. Man, so pretty much all the players you're going to draft are what? 10, 11, 12 right now. In the next couple of years, the players that are going to be your future are literally 12-year-olds right now. That's the reality situation, okay? And look, I will say you did a decent job of rebooting as far as losing Russell Westbrook, losing Paul George, losing KD, but let's be real. Why didn't you keep this team together? Let's not forget, you drafted these players. And it's not a situation where you're looking at players like, oh, well, Kevin Durant was old. Russell Westbrook was old. Oh, they were free agents. No, this was homegrown talent. 23 years old, Kevin Durant was. 22 years old, James Harden was. 23 years old, Russell Westbrook was. When you lost that series to the Heat, you have to find a way to keep that team together. Look at the Warriors. They've kept their whole core together. Why did you choose Serge Ibaka over James Harden? Man, that's a laughing stock. I know it was already a laughing stock, but it's even more evident now because Oklahoma City, now the most loyal player on that team is gone. Getting to my point, I've never seen a team that's had more talent walk through this locker room. I'm talking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All 8 of those players I mentioned, KD, Russell Westbrook, James Harden, Serge Ibaka, Steven Adams, Carmelo Anthony, Paul George, Victor Oladipo are all all-star level players. Serge Ibaka may have not made an all-star team yet. I don't know. I don't know off the top of my head if Steven Adams has. I don't think he has. But they're all-star level players at times. You know, if they were on separate teams, you know, as second options, they potentially could put up 20 points per game on their own. Okay, that's just the reality situation. Look, like I said, Oklahoma City, you were late to the 3 ball. That's one of the reasons why Kevin Durant left. You surrounded Russell Westbrook with no shooters when he was there. I mean, it's just a terrible job by this organization taking these players for granted, thinking that they could just sneak by and say, hey, we're smarter than anyone, man. James Harden for Serge Ibaka, Jeremy Lamb, Kevin Martin. I mean, how stupid can you be? How stupid can you be? If I'm playing 2K, no way I'm accepting that trade. No way I'm accepting that trade. I mean, it's just disappointing. And I look back at 3, 4 opportunities where Oklahoma City was just right there. Obviously, Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, some of those players have to come through in the clutch sometimes, but you didn't keep the full team together. That NBA Finals team that made the finals, you didn't keep the full team together. You let James Harden go, who's going to run away and be a top 40, 30 player all time. I mean, 3 MVPs. 3 MVPs on the same team. Have 0 rings to show for it. 0! 0! I mean, the Cleveland Cavaliers have been to more NBA Finals in the past couple years than the Warriors. Not the Warriors, I'm sorry, Oklahoma City. And that's sad. I understand LeBron James is a top 5, top 3 player of all time. Some people consider him the GOAT, okay? But look, as far as talent goes, I mean, LeBron James, he went there with who last year, a couple years ago? Oklahoma City only went to 1 finals, a donut, 0. I mean, I'm an Oklahoma City fan. I'm done with this team. I mean, maybe you're going to be loyal to this team. I don't know. I don't have a problem with you moving on from this team because they're just a laughing stock of disappointment. I mean, who's been the most disappointing franchise in the most recent memory that you can remember, guys? I mean, the Philadelphia Eagles losing 5, can't get a Super Bowl after making 5 straight AFC championships, or the Buffalo Bills losing 4 straight Super Bowls. I can't think of it. I can't fathom who's first, who's second. I'm going to put Oklahoma City first. I have to. Because I look at the talent on that team. And I look at the organization's decisions that they made. I look at the inability to adapt to an era. And Oklahoma City failed at all those things. I mean, I'm not letting them slide. You know, listen, I get it. Oklahoma City, hey, you know, you're hiding. You're hiding because you're not an LA team. You're hiding because you're not a New York team. Okay, I'm going to rip this team for everyone that feels like they need to be ripped. And every Oklahoma City fan that's upset and mad and sad that this amount of talent has come through the door and Oklahoma City has not even won a championship. It's just sad. I feel bad for Oklahoma City fans, but hey, you know, it's whatever. Hey, I'm just an NBA fan talking basketball. I'll let y'all decide the rest. Hey, but that's it for this video. Be sure to like this video right now if you're rocking me. Subscribe to the channel if you're new as well. Turn on the post notifications too. You don't want to miss a video. Let me know who you guys think is the most disappointing franchise. Comment where I was right, where I was wrong, where you agree, where you disagree. It's my favorite thing in the world to make these YouTube videos for you guys. I'm potentially looking to go into ESPN, Fox Sports 1, or some other big time network when I get older. So just please help this channel grow. I want this channel to grow. I might turn into a big time network on my own. I want to be live streaming. I want to be doing a whole bunch of stuff with you guys. But you know, we're 7.5 months into this channel. It's doing really good. 420 some subscribers. That's very, very good. I appreciate you guys. We're on pace for at the start of 2020 to have at least 700. So let's keep that pace. Let's get to 700 subscribers by that time. I love you guys. Appreciate you guys. I'm overwhelmed by the love this channel has been getting over the past couple weeks and recently. So just thank you guys. I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna continue to make videos. I'm gonna continue to achieve my dreams. It's been your boy Ghiman Mckinney, and I'm going to have a blessed day. You guys, I'm out.